Welcome to Farming Simulator. This is Farming Simulator 19. I've chose 19 because I've never played this before and I got this relatively cheaply. If I enjoy it, I will upgrade and go up to 22 or 25 or whatever the number is that they're running at the moment. I also found that this one had a lot of mods. I don't know if they're all the same, but anyway, running with this. And I'm very new, but I have had a bit of a play, so I'm not completely sort of in the dark. As you can see, I've already created a character. It's kept my character creation from the first attempt that I had a go with. We'll just stick with him. These are the mods I have installed. These were advised by some of the guides that I reviewed, and they all seem to make sense, and I didn't get to see all of them used, but the ones I got to see used, yeah, it certainly made sense to put them in the game. I wouldn't normally do a playthrough of a game that I haven't played before and use mods, but this does seem like a heavily modded game by the community. It seems like it's almost expected to mod it. So yeah, here we are. So welcome to Farming Simulator. We're doing a short guided tour. I'm going to say no, simply because I've already done that little guided tour, and I don't need to do it again. So this is our farm. This is what we have. We've got a few tractors, a few buildings. On the advice of some of the guides, I'm actually going to get rid of some of these buildings. Now, the tutorial section gets you started off by jumping into this combine and starting to harvest this field, and then gets you into this to start like cultivating, and then gets you into that to start seeding. I'm going to kind of follow that to some extent, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in this combine just to get it going, and I'm going to get a helper to actually mow the field, basically. So we can attach this. I've been messing with the sounds. This compound sounded really loud. Oh, I didn't mean to get out. But hopefully it won't be. So if I lower the head, I can unfold it. Unfolding it means it's going to open up like so. Turn it on, and what we'll do is we'll do a quick pass down here. We'll do a start, and then what I'm going to do is hit H, and we've hired a worker to jump in there and complete that field for us. That's one task out of the way. The next task is going to be, I'm going to sell off the buildings I don't need and prep the farm how I want it. So I'm going to go to the garage, and we are going to flick through the stuff that we have. I don't need that because I'm going to replace it, because this only holds a certain amount of stuff and we've got a better one we can use. So I'm going to sell that, and it'll sell everything else that's inside it. Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to keep that shed, but I'm going to sell this stable because it's decorative, doing nothing really for us. So sell that. I'm going to sell the storage because it's decorative. These are all worth quite a lot of money. The old barn, decorative, get rid of that. The farm shed. Farm garage as well, we can get rid of that. Farm shack, yeah, we can get rid of that. And the farmhouse we got to keep. We'll keep all the kit that we have at the moment, I think. Although I'm going to replace this tractor, I think. In fact, I definitely am going to replace that tractor. So Yeah, I'm going to sell that as well. Right, now we're going to buy a few things. So first thing I'm going to need is in silos, I'm going to need, I think it's the large grain silo. Oh no, it's one of these. Here we go. Large grain silo, small multi-fruit silo. And I see the amount of stuff this can hold. 121,000. So yeah, I'm going to buy that. And I'm going to put it, if I can work out these camera views again. Here we go. I'm going to put it where the other silo was. Somewhere here. I don't know if I can actually put that there. We can put it... this was where the other silo was. I'd rather had it there. I wonder if that little cart's in the way. Provides with an object. Right, okay. Let's get rid of that first. I need a tractor. Right, I can tab, and it'll tab through all our tractors. So yeah, we'll grab... right, we'll attach that. We'll attach that. We'll take this stuff back to the farm. And we'll drop this stuff off. Oh, that was a big hole. Oh, good grief. And then we'll move that trailer. In fact, I'll keep the weight on the front. But what we'll do is we'll drop this off into here. Get this because it's kind of cool to keep everything nice and neat and tidy in here. And I know where everything is. So we'll pop that, that one, and disconnect. We'll drop that there, and we'll go pick this trailer up. We'll just move this out of the way temporarily, see if we can replace that silo, because this is where the other silo was, and it kind of makes sense to put it there. When I did my little test run, I laid a few things out, and it kind of makes sense to me where I put them. Oh yeah. Right, I don't really have to be too particular about where I'm placing all this stuff at the moment. Here, that way. And controls. I've just come off another game and the controls are very, very different. But we'll get back to it. We've got it. We've got this. Got this. That can go there for now. Right. Good. And we'll move this tractor out of the way just in case this collides with something. We'll park it here. Right. Go back into here. Silos. And it is the small multi-fruit silo. Yeah, look at the amount of stuff this holds. Right. This is based on, yeah, see now I can place that down there, which makes a lot more sense. That's, on it there. Yeah, there's good. Right. So that's there. There is also something else I need. It's not in silos. It's in miscellaneous, I think. Yeah, the multi-silo, this one. And we'll pop this down here. We'll rotate it round. This is all recommended from a YouTuber called Harv, I think. If I've got that wrong, I will, which I probably have. I will try and, I'll put a link in the video to his tutorial, because his tutorial was absolutely fantastic. It really gave me a good insight into the game. I don't really have to be too particular about that, so we'll pop it there. I think that's it for that. Oh no, we've got a fuel thing here. I think I'm going to take that. I don't think it's really that necessary, but I think it's going to help, possibly. And maybe pop it, yeah, about there maybe. Yeah, that'll do. I don't know if that's it for now. That's it for buildings, I believe. What I'm going to need though is a few things off here. I think it's in cultivators. Is not, right? Plows? Is it in plows? It is. This subsoiler. We want that. Buy that. I'll show you why I want that. A little bit. There is another few things I kind of need from here. There's a baling, there's a baler. That will be coming in useful soon. So we're going to buy that. Spending a lot of money here, but yeah, could be beneficial, hopefully. What else was there? The front loaders. I need a front loader. I'm going to need one of these. 90 horsepower that requires 150. Do I need 150 horsepower? I don't think I do. I'll grab that one. And yeah, we'll buy that. Okay. I've got to collect all this stuff from the store. But yeah. I am literally sort of to some extent following a tutorial. Which is a sort of how to get started as a beginner tutorial. And this all made a lot of sense to me. This is why I'm doing this. But I will veer off very soon and start doing my own thing. A spreader as well. I need a... where is it? Was it fertilizer spreader? It was this one. It's got the 24-meter range. Right, so we need that as well. Buy that. Yep. Okay. And then one last thing, I think, might be some more things, but I need a tractor. And we're going to go with this Fendt. And we're going to boost the engine capacity up to 150. And we're going to front loader. We say yes, we need the front loader on there. Everything else can stay the same. Buy that. Yes. Okay, that's good tractor. That is really quick. That leaves us 116,000. That's pretty good. I'm pretty sure there is something else that I need, but I can't think at the moment. So that will do for now. Right, I've got some stuff to fetch from the shop. So what I can do is, I'm wondering whether I should empty that combine. I'm wondering if he's going to get full before he finishes the field. I might just grab some stuff off him. And then whoa, yeah, I saw that bump, but I still drove up to it. Let's drive around here. There's another big bump around here, so I've got to be careful. Oh no, I think he probably would have finished the field actually, but you know what? We'll do this because it's kind of fun. Somewhat dangerous as well. So I drop the cruise control down to 6, I think. You can cruise control beside him at 6 miles an hour, or kilometers an hour. Providing we're lined up, it will. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to catch up with you, mate. Hang on. Oh, this is difficult to get yourself lined up with. Yeah, see? Take a bit of practice, that would. Right, the driver's gone. He's done his job. Field has been ploughed. We can collect all this wheat from here. And what we'll do is we'll sell this, obviously. I'm not going to store it. We might as well get some money for it straight away. Right, so we got quite a lot of wheat from that. Not a massive amount because it's not a big field, but I think it's pretty good. We will get rid of all this stuff as well off the field. Now for now, we're just going to park this tractor up somewhere here. We'll take that later when we need to. And I am going to go to the map screen and we're going to go to the shop. And at the shop, this is all the stuff we've just bought. We've just bought this tractor, this fertilizer, these front loaders, this baler, and this cultivator. This is going to make fields for us. So what I can do is I can collect at least 1, 2, 3 of these things now, and then we'll have to come back for these 2 later. Which am I going to need first? I think we'll take these 2 and we'll take that one. And obviously the tractor, because that's what's going to allow us to take this stuff. So let's grab, yeah. Let's grab this. I hope my wheel's not too noisy. It sounds really noisy to me, but I've had to turn off the force feedback. And I mean, when I say turn it off, I mean literally remove the power from the wheel that provides the force feedback, because it just, there we go. It's it just doesn't work in this game. And there's been a lot of people complaining about force feedback and on various wheels. So yeah, but the wheel works, it just doesn't work with force feedback. And yeah, right, so I'm going to take this back to the farm, and then we're going to come back and grab that other stuff, and I will be back in a moment when I get back to the farm. Right, I am back at the farm. I decided I would just bring everything back. This is the last thing we needed to bring back, and for now I'm going to just I think what we'll do is we'll just try and park it in there. This is the baler. This will create square bales. And obviously because we have wheat and some stuff left on the ground, actually I probably could use this now. Just to get rid of that stuff there. What I've done is I've had a bit of a tidy up. So this is the equipment we've got now. So we've got a couple of tractors. Well, we've got 3 tractors. The other one's down here. This is the tractor that's got the seeder on it. I've put the combine there. And then we have these 2 up here. This one's going to be for moving stuff generally. And then these 2 are going to be our work tractors. And then we've got what equipment we need really to start. So what I'm going to do is, the plan for this episode is I'm going to clear the straw off this field and make some bales. And if we look in the map, we can see that these are our fields down here. So we've got 24 and 25. I'm going to join these 2 fields together and make one big field. So that's the plan, and I'm going to get it ploughed, cultivated, limed, fertilised and seeded this episode. Get that going. And then that can be growing, and then we can do maybe some contracts and such. These are prices, vehicle overview, finances, somewhere, contracts. Yeah, so we can pick up some contracts do a few jobs for other people. These prices will vary and the contracts will vary, and we'll get into that in time. Yeah. So what? Right. What I'll do, because I need this straw cleared off this field, and there's no point wasting it. We don't have a great deal of money at the moment. 116,500 seems pretty good, but yeah, we might as well just collect as much money as possible. So it doesn't really matter where I start on this field. So we'll just pick a row. This row will do. Right, so baler, if we hit F1, we can see what we can do. So we can unfold the baler, which just is going to allow the bales to come out of the back. Very important. We can lower the pickup, which will allow it to pick up the stuff on the ground, and we can turn it on. And I think we should be ready to go. And if we come along here and collect this, it should be, yeah, starting to collect all that straw, and it was starting to make a bale inside. I think you can just see, there we go, look, the bale is beginning to be produced. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, excuse me, I'm going to travel up and down this field, pick up all this straw, and once I've done that, I will come back to you, because it takes a while to do all this. It takes a long time to do anything in this game, obviously. It's not a fast-paced game by any means, but it is incredibly relaxing. The amount of time, the small amount of time I've played it so far. Yeah, so we're getting a bale produced. If you look in the bottom corner, actually, you can see it's 94%. So we've nearly got one bale already. We should get about, my little test run, I got 4 bales out of this field. So just show you a full bale. Right, so one bale's been produced, and that's going to slowly get shoved out of the back as the next bale's produced. Right, so I'll carry on, and I will back with you when this field is complete. Right, the field has been completed, and we do indeed have 4 bales. We didn't quite get a 5th. You can see we've got 88% of that final bale. So, yeah, so we can lift the pickup, we can turn off the baler, we can unload the baler, and it'll dump out that last bale onto the ground, and then we can fold the baler up, and we are done with that for now. I don't know what happens with that other bale in there. I guess it just sits in there for now, half a bale. There's probably a way to purge that from there, but I don't know what it is. Right, we don't really have anything to put these bales in at the moment. I do need them moved off the field. So what I might do is, we might, because I'm going to need that trailer over there that's attached to the red tractor. Oh, good grief. We're done with the baler for now. We don't need the baler again for, well, probably quite some time. If we grow wheat or any other sort of grain crop, I don't know, anything that produces straw that we can produce bales with, will basically, we don't need the baler yet. So we can just park it up in here and leave it for now. So we'll just detach that, and trying to keep things organised and tidy to some extent. Yeah, so wow, we'll leave this tractor here. Fine. Right, yes. So what we need to do is get rid of the wheat that we have in here, and to do that, we're going to sell it. So if we have a look in here, I think this one, yeah, I think that's wheat. The best price at the minute is the port grain elevator. So where is the port grain elevator? Port grain elevator, it's right up there. But you know what? If that's the best price, we're going to go for it. So I'm going to make my way down this road, past the shop again, and then up to the port grain elevator. When I get a bit closer, I will come back and yeah, I'll show you the process of selling the grain. I will see you in a moment. Right, so I've just passed by the shop. I just thought I'd mention while I'm on my way to this location that I'm kind of talking like, you know, I know what I'm doing, but I really don't. So please don't take this as like a guide or a tutorial or anything like that. When I'm talking, I'm just trying to explain what I'm doing. And it's probably not the best way. It's probably a really bad way of doing stuff, but it's the only way I know at the minute, and it's the way I'm doing things. I hope those lights aren't... Right, okay, I don't think they are. Yeah, it's just... yeah, I'm making all this up as I go along, generally. I'm just trying to remember the tutorials, and I honestly forgot a lot of what I was probably supposed to be doing. But I'm just doing it my way, and just doing it in a way that I think makes some kind of sense. Where am I supposed to dump this stuff? I don't know if it's... I'm assuming it's this one. Not that one. That's a lime station. Right, port grain elevator. So yeah, okay. Somewhere around... It might be around the other side of that building, actually. I don't think it'll be on these railway lines, will it? I don't know if I should be on... Oh, is it here? Oh, maybe it's here. Is it here? Can't be here. It is here. Right, okay. Right, so if I press I... we can dump off all this wheat, and you can see the money in the top left corner is going up as the wheat is going down. And we have just gained 2,849 euros. I'm in euros for some reason. We're in America. In game. So yeah. Right, okay. So that's that dropped off. So now we've got an empty trailer. I can stick those bales in there and we can sell them. And then I can get on with doing my cultivating my field, ploughing it, expanding it, and such. So right, what I'm going to do is I will head back to the farm, grab those bales, and I will be with you again momentarily once this train has passed. Pretty cool. You can get on that train, you know. Oh. You can use the train to transport stuff, which is pretty cool. Right, anyway, I'll be back in a moment. Right, I'm back at the farm. I've parked the trailer there, and I'm going to make an attempt at picking these bales up and putting them in that trailer. Get them off the field. So we'll give this a go. Oh, we'll get used to these controls eventually. There we go. Right. So yeah, apparently this this front loader is good for, well, pretty much anything I need to pick up, even pallets. I can you can strap a pallet and it'll pick it up. So you know, you're not really yeah, this is going to be a bit of a mess in here. Oh, wrong way. But we'll make it work somehow. Just want to get these off the field. And don't really have any other method at the moment to do that, so this is the best we're going to get. Trying to do this as quickly as possible because we're on video. Right, I'm going to load this up, and I'll come back to you when that process is also done, because this is just, I wonder if that will fall in sideways. That would be really helpful. Oh no, it didn't. Okay. Oh, I picked both up. That's odd. Kind of helps a little bit to some extent. Oh, that's why it didn't go in, look. Actually, I don't... Having both of them attached is not good. Right, let me mess around with this, I'll be back in a moment. Right, well, they weren't going to fit in that trailer, so what I've done is just stack them here for now. Quite neatly, actually. I had a lot of fun playing around with that. Unnecessarily, honestly, but okay. Now I am going to bring that trailer over, get that out of the way, and then we're going to plough this field. We're going to extend this field, cultivate it, and then move on from there. Once I got my tractor and cultivator and stuff, I'll be back in a moment. Right, okay, everything's organised. I put everything away, and we are now going to expand this field. So yeah, what I need to do is unfold this device. Let me just check I'm doing, yeah, unfold it, and to expand this field we need to create new fields. Now I want to try and do this as neatly as possible, but I don't know how this is going to go. I want to try and keep the line from that field and follow it up here. So I'm going to go for about here, I think, and just see if this is going to get the edge of this field. Yeah, I think that's about where I want it. I mean, I'd like it to be perfect. As I travel up here, but I don't think it's going to be. So what I'm just going to do is just drive up here. Oh, no, go back. What I didn't press is Y. Ah, see, now that's just ploughed that bit of the field. Yeah, okay, right. Right, because I've done that, I'm going to have to extend this field a little bit further that way. What I'm going to do is try and create a straight line, basically, running all the way from here, all the way up to that top corner of that other field, if I can. But I've got to be careful because every part of land that this plough hits now, it's going to create farmland. But I'm just going to try and drive up here and create a bit of a straight edge, a run-off. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? I suppose. See, it's missed again. Yeah, missed a bit. Maybe that bit is a bit lower ground or something. No, I got it. There we go. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shape this field, and it's going to combine both of these fields together, and this strip of grass between them is going to end up being a field. So yeah, I'll get on with that because it's going to take me a little while, and I will be back when I'm closer to being done. I don't know how to record and edit these videos and such, because I mean I could just do a long play and it would take, I mean I've been recording this now for about 2 hours, maybe longer, because it does take a long time to do anything. Yeah, anyway, let me carry on with this and I'll be back in a little bit. Right, okay, this isn't taking very long at all. This bit is fairly straightforward. The only thing you've got to be careful of is not running over any land that you don't want to be a field. Yeah, it's quite satisfying watching the land be converted. But yeah, right, so this is now all one big field. So what I'm going to need to do now is, let me just check F1, yeah, so allow create field, right, so that no longer is going to create a field. So what if I can test this, if I accidentally run over this grass, yeah, so it's not creating a field now on that grass, and I could plough all of this. I don't know if I need to plough it or can I just cultivate it. I think what I'm going to do, yeah, I'd like to plough it. It would look really good, wouldn't it? But what I think I'll do is I'm just going to check. I'm going to check a few guides. I'll be back in a moment. Right, well that was probably one of the most satisfying things I've ever done in a game. That was really cool to do. I enjoyed that. I've ploughed the entire field. And now we actually have a complete field. 24 and 25 is now really technically one field. And I tried to get it as square as possible, and I'm really happy with the result actually. I was really OCD with that. But yeah. Now I'm going to fertilise it, and then I'm going to cultivate it. So I need to get some fertiliser sorted out. So let me get this tractor and this tool put away, and I will be back in a moment. Okay, well, fortunately I checked the map, because on these filters, I was on this one, just to show that it was ploughed. Now if we nip across onto here, it shows that this part of the field needs lime. All the stuff that I've just created as new field. So I need to do that first. So what I'm going to do is use this little station here and fill my thing with lime. I don't know what I'm going to do with the excess, if there is any excess, but I'm sure I can work that out. And I'm going to start, well, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. We're going to start here, and we're just going to lime the entire field, because why not? And I think if I press that, it will start. Did it start? What key am I? Turn on fertilizer spreader. Kind of started and stopped. What's open slide is open slider. Ah, of course, right, okay. That working? No. Oh, where am I going? Right, don't think this thing's working, is it? It doesn't look like it is. What's lower steering wheel? I don't know. Lift steering wheel. Ah, yeah, okay, that's that. So we'll lower the steering wheel. Turn that off for a second. Let's just get back into some sort of position at this start of this field. Although I think this bit's been fertilised, limed, so it doesn't really matter. If I select turn on, there we go, now it's working. Right, so I hadn't lowered that little arm, that was what the problem was. Right, this part of the field has been fertilised, so maybe it's wasteful doing it again on here, especially when I'm not actually covering the field properly. But yeah, I'm going to nip up and down and fertilise this field, and then I will what's after that? Oh yeah, I need to after I fertilise it, sorry, after I've limed it, I'm going to need to fertilise it. So yeah, and like I say, I don't need to do the entire field, but I just fancy doing it because, well, as I can. And we'll try and keep it relatively straight. And yeah, once I've done this, I will be back. Right, the field has lime on it, and it no longer shows on the map that it needs lime. I've now just filled up with fertiliser, and I'm going to do the same thing again and drive along here and fertilise the field. It's the same process. I have to lower the steering wheel and turn on the fertiliser, I think, and that's all we have to do. And yeah, it looks like I can give it way more room than I'm giving it, so I will move out once I get up to the top, and yeah, get this field fertilised. Right, nearly there. Cultivation and then seeded, and then we're nearly done. In fact, we are done for now. Right, I will catch you once this field has been fertilised, and I work out the kind of range of this. Oh, that's quite a good range on that, isn't it? Yeah, that's really good. Right, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, the field has been fertilised, and it didn't use much. I've got a lot left over, and I need to get rid of it. And the only way I can get rid of it, as far as I know, I don't know how noisy, my wheels just sounds noisier and noisier the more I use it. Right, the reason I'm doing this is because I have a feeling that when I say unload, yeah, I thought it was going to do that. Okay, I'm fine with that. They're okay there. That's a lot of fertiliser for next time I need it. And I will be needing it, so it's not a problem. Right, cultivation next. So, my goodness, I don't know how long this video is, but it's probably gonna be a long one. I haven't got time to park this trailer up nice and neatly at the moment, so we're gonna leave it there. And what I'm going to do is grab my cultivator. So the field's been limed, it's been fertilised. My camera is all over the place. There is cultivator, and let's just check. Yes, fertilised, all fertilised. So the next thing I need to look for is turning it blue, cultivated, and then plant it. So, right. And let's just check our F1 to make sure we're doing this correctly. This fold cultivator, so is it still unfolded? It was still unfolded. Okay, that's fine. Right, this is a bit tinier. This is going to take a lot longer. This process is definitely going to take a while. Especially when I can't line the tractor up with the field. That's not going to help. I don't know whether I want to do it in this view actually. I think I might do. But we'll start in this view anyway. So I need to lower the cultivator. I could hire a worker for this, but I've been spending a lot of money and I just want to do it myself as well. So, yep, that's perfect. That's starting to cultivate the field. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to drive up and down here and get this field cultivated. And I don't know if you're like interested in watching the actual process of these, you know, the ploughing and cultivating and stuff, but if I left it in the video, I've been, this video, this gameplay so far has been probably about 3.5 hours. So, yeah, I couldn't really just do a whole video of me just, I mean, I could do a long play, I suppose, and that would, but I don't know. It's a long, I mean, it would be really long, wouldn't it? So, anyway, and I'm probably being too particular, too OCD, but, you know, I don't know. I'm enjoying it. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cultivate this field, and I'll be back when it's done. Right, well, it's taken me so long to do this that it's now dark. I think I want a larger cultivator, if there is one. Must be able to get a larger one. Because I don't think this is a particularly big field, even though I've extended it. And yet, wow, that took some time. Now I need to check to see if it's fully cultivated. I don't know if it is. And the way to check will be, yes, okay, cultivated, it's done. Right, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to leave that there, because this video is going on for quite some time. So when we come back next time, I'm going to plant these fields up, because we've got more than one. We've got 3 fields here now to plant up. I'm also going to take on a contract. I'm going to hire some workers to get a bit of work done around the farm, and maybe take a few contracts and hire some workers to complete them for me. But yes, I need a little bit of break after that, because that took me quite a while. But I've enjoyed this. This has been fun. So I am going to pack this stuff away, and we will leave that the video there for now, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much, and I will see you on the farm next time.